FBI Season 8, Episode 5, titled Falsetto, stands out as one of the most emotionally charged and morally complex episodes of the series. With OA still recovering from the poisoning that nearly cost him his life, Maggie and Eva take center stage, leading a gripping investigation that explores human trafficking, political corruption, and the gray areas of justice and morality. The episode begins on a tense and chaotic note when a young girl suddenly disappears on a crowded beach. The scene is filled with panic as her family and bystanders frantically search for her. Maggie and Eva spring into action, leading the search with precision and urgency. Their relief is palpable when they find the girl safe, but that relief vanishes in an instant when the girl's father, Alvin, is shot and killed just moments later. What starts as a potential kidnapping quickly turns into a homicide investigation with far-reaching implications. As the agents dig into Alvin's background, they uncover troubling details that suggest his death wasn't random. Their investigation soon reveals his connection to an underground human trafficking ring operating in the shadows of powerful global figures. Evidence points to Salma, a missing woman believed to have once been part of the same trafficking network. Far from being another victim, Salma has transformed into a vigilante, seeking revenge on the people who exploited and abused her. Maggie and Eva track Salma across New York, following a trail of bodies and broken lives left in her wake. However, as the agents get closer, it becomes clear that Salma's actions are not motivated by cruelty, but by trauma and desperation. Her need for vengeance stems from years of unimaginable suffering, and she's driven by the belief that the system will never truly deliver justice for victims like her. When the agents finally confront Salma, they find her beside another victim, Fatima, in a haunting and emotional scene. Instead of the ruthless killer they expected, they find a woman consumed by grief, pain, and the desire to stop others from enduring what she did. This discovery transforms the case into something deeply personal for Maggie and Eva, who are forced to wrestle with uncomfortable truths about morality, compassion, and the law's limitations. The investigation takes a sharp political turn when the Bureau traces the trafficking operation's roots to a visiting crown prince, whose wealth and influence allow him to remain untouchable. Isabel pushes to have him arrested, insisting that justice should apply to everyone regardless of status. However, Anna, citing diplomatic immunity, blocks the arrest and warns that any move against the prince could spark an international incident. The clash between the two women exposes the moral and ethical tensions that often exist within the FBI itself, where legality and justice don't always align. The case seems to reach a dead end as the prince walks free, leaving the team frustrated and demoralized. But in a shocking and morally ambiguous twist, Anna secretly takes justice into her own hands by orchestrating the prince's assassination. Her decision is both shocking and understandable, a desperate act by someone who has lost faith in the system she represents. In the end, justice is served, but at a heavy cost. Salma is arrested, though her capture feels less like a victory and more like a tragedy. Eva, deeply affected by the case, questions whether the justice system truly protects victims or punishes them for fighting back. Meanwhile, Isabel returns to work after her near-death experience, bearing her emotions under professionalism. Thank you for watching.